Oh, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. And some tackle. What's it like over here today? Dirty. It's looking pretty dirty. Doubt I'll catch anything. Never really do very good here unless it's clean, but we'll see. What is up, crappie fishing freaks? Luke Reeser here from Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors. Welcome back to an all new episode. And I'm back out chasing some crappies today. I'm at a different body of water today. Obviously, I'm at my my hometown, my local lake. I'm at the spillway here, and usually I come here and do some walleye fishing, but today I'm crappie fishing. Got a whole bunch of tackle out there. I do got my walleye stuff with, but I'm hoping to get a few crappies or even bluegills, and we're gonna do a little catch and cook today. My cousin Xander has been asking me to do a catch and cook for like a year and a half, and it's been probably 2 or 3 years since I've done one. I'll link my old ones down below if I can find them all. Link all my catch and cooks down below, but if I can get a few fish today, that's what you're gonna see. So I got a couple ideas on how I'm gonna cook this fish, and I'm gonna make up one heck of a crappie sammie if we can get some crappie. So stay tuned. Crappie hunting starts right now. All right, folks, so if you watched my last couple pan fishing videos, I broke the tip off my good rod. So I bought a pack of Fiji replacement tips, put one on there. Should be good to go now. Glad to finally have this back. Anyways, I don't know what we're gonna do out here today. It's supposed to rain all day today, so I didn't take the boat out. So I figured I'll go check out my local spillway. And if you've never watched any of my videos from down here, this is my home lake. This is the dam. This is a spillway below it. There are giant muskie in here. There are huge northern pike, bass, bluegill, crappie. It's really good for walleye, whatever. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna dangle around down here and see if I can catch some panfish. It's starting to rain now, so I don't know how much time I'll have, but just got a slip bobber with a little trout magnet. I usually don't use these trout magnet worms. I buy them just for the jig head. I really like that little jig head, the gold one. But I forgot my night crawlers. Stupid idiot Luke. Had night crawlers, and that's usually what does really good here for bluegills. Usually I'll throw a jig on a little jig head with a minnow on it for a walleye. I didn't want to go buy any minnows because I didn't think I'd use them. I got gulp minnows and I got all kinds of plastics. So I guess it's just a plastic day. See if we can get bit. There we go. Hey, crappie. Man, he wanted that too. It's a little guy. Bloop. I'm just about ready to give up on this too. Haven't get it very long, but I was like, I'll jig for some walleyes. It'll be a little more entertaining, something more to do, you know. And then Mr. Crappie decided to eat my trout worm. There we go. It's a little better crappie. Now I wish I would have kept that other one. Gonna have something to eat. Well, we catch a couple more, 3 or 4 of those, we can do a catch and cook. There we go. About time. Wow, we went a long time without a bite. And now I'm really wishing I would have kept that first crappie, although it wasn't very big. Just so we had enough for the catch and cook. I got enough now, I think. Well, I got 2 crappies. They're not huge. They're decent eaters. Enough for me to make a sammie. I'll show you guys how to make an awesome crappie sandwich. All right, folks, well, I think that's going to conclude the fishing part of today's show. We got 2 enormous crappie in there. Look at them hogs. They'll eat, and that was the whole point of today's show, is just to get a couple so that we could go cook them up. First one I caught them all on this hook. First one I caught on this little trout was a trout magnet. So this is the worm that comes on the trout magnet. Then I took it off and I put on a Jurassic Plastics fluke. That's the special one I've been catching, doing really well on this year, catching all kinds of panfish. One I poured myself. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna load up and head in. Mrs. Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors called me. She wants me to bring some treats up to the school. It's the Osho's birthday today. Happy birthday, Osho. And they're having some birthday deal at the school for them, so she wants me to bring up some treats. So I got to go to the Dollar General and get some treats. And while I'm there, I'm going to get some stuff so that we can cook these fish up. All right, so stay here. You don't want to miss this. All right, folks, we're back in the garage here. Got my fish cleaning table out. Got my 2 donk crappies here. Look at them hogs. Got the Rapala knife. Was my knife of choice for today. I got like 18 fillet knives, including I usually use my electric most of the time, but I'm gonna use this little guy today. And we're gonna fillet these up. So I'm not gonna film this just because YouTube really doesn't like videos of cleaning fish because of the blood and the guts and all that stuff. All right. 1, 2, 3. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, we got our 4 monster crappie fillets. Look at how big them are. Freaking donkey crappies. Big slabs. Anyways, we got those, so now we're gonna take them up, wash them, and then we'll start cooking. Real quick, if you clean a lot of fish and you don't have a fish cleaning table, I highly recommend getting one. These are the most handy things in the world. Mrs. Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors got me this one for Christmas. I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago maybe. And I used to clean most of my fish on the tailgate of my truck. And you know, with a piece of cardboard down or a cutting board, which is fine and gets the job done. But when you come home with a limit of fish, which most places I fish, the limit's 25. And if you have the kids with or something and you have 50 fish or more, or you're big buddies and you're cleaning 100, you know, on a big fishing trip or something, that can kind of start to suck. So handy to have the fish cleaning table. This one is from Bass Pro Shops. It's got the sink, you know, with a hookup and a drain underneath. It's got it's got these tapered edges around here where you can wipe all the scales and the blood into. And then if you do have your water hooked up, you can just scoop it all down into the drain, wash it down. It's even got a measuring tape over here. You probably can't see that very well, but it goes up to 24 inches. Which is really handy because when you get home with all your bluegills and you're like, oh yeah, these ones look like 8, 9 inches, and then you can put them on the, if you're like me, you put them on here and they're actually 7. But no, it's pretty handy because then you can actually see how long the fish are and stuff too. Very cool deal here. I think they're only like, she bought this one for like 60 bucks. Got a lot of use out of it. Mine's getting pretty cruddy. It's clean, but when I lived at my old house next to Jeffrey and we had the shop, Jeffrey quartered up a steer one time, and he cut them quarters up on here. So it's got some pretty deep cuts here, and I think he's cut up quite a few deer on here as well. So multi-purpose. Anyways, let's go clean these fish up and eat. I am freaking starving. Okay, welcome to the kitchen. So I'm going to put a little vegetable oil. That's just what I got on hand. Most of the time I use canola oil. But I don't have any. So, you know what? We're just going to use it all. Probably going to splatter on me. Okay, front, large burner. Turn it on high for a second so it gets warming up. So I got my fish fillets in here, all 4 of them donkeys. And then here's the stuff we're going to use. So I got Andy's yellow batter. I bought the yellow. Tip, what are you doing? So I bought the yellow because it's the least flavorful. Andy's red is my go-to, but that's pretty well seasoned. I usually add Old Bay to it, but that's about it. So I got the yellow because it's the most basic. And then I'm going to mix in some Slap Yo Mama Cajun seasoning into there. And of course, some Old Bay, some of my favorite fish seasoning. So I'm going to mix those in the bag, and I'm going to put the fish in, shake it up, get it lathered up. And I got the sriracha. We're going to put that on later. We're going to get the sriracha out later. We'll put him away for now. But as soon as this grease gets hot, we'll get these fish boiling. Let's get the batter mixed up. Alright, so we're going to put some Andes in here. Slap Yo Mama. Put some Old Bay in there. Alright, now my secret, I don't use milk or eggs or anything. I just leave the fish fillets in water, and I use a little warmer water so it doesn't cool the grease down. Alright, let's get these donkey fillets in here. Get them all mixed up. One, two, three, four. Oh, they look so yummy. One, two, three, four. 4 freshly caught crappie. Literally caught these about an hour or two ago. Alright, so normally I'm a bun guy. I like big, soft buns. Anyways, yeah, like artisan rolls, bolos, whatever you call them. But I just went to the store and I forgot to grab a couple, so just got some cheap old buns here. We're going to do 2 fillets on each one. And we live in Wisconsin, so we got to add cheese to everything. So I'm just going to put a little bit. I don't want the cheese to take up too much of the flavor, because I really like this seasoning that I'm using in the sriracha. But we're going to put a little bit of cheese on each sandwich, and then we're going to take the sriracha sauce and we're going to put a little bit of sriracha on there. Not a lot, because sriracha is a beehole burner. Just enough to give it that, my buddy Squeak says, a good smoky taste. Voila, finished product. Ooh, smell that sriracha. Cajun spicy fresh crappie sammies. Alright folks, got my catch and cook hat on. I've wore this in pretty much every catch and cook that I've done. And since I'm done for the day and it's raining outside and I ain't going anywhere else, I'm gonna have me a blue smoothie, bush latte, in my Jurassic Plastics Yeti cooler with these fish. Oh, it's good. Alright, moment of truth. Here's the sammies. And this is the mukbang portion of the show. Oh. I like making fish sandwiches different almost each time I do them. I'll try to find a video and I'll link it below. I think it was an ice fishing video where I only caught a couple perch ice fishing, so I did a catch and cook. And I did them the Canadian style, which I call the Canadian style sandwich, which is fish and then an over easy egg on top. And then when you bite into it, the yolk just forms over top the fish. Oh, so good. That's how me and my Uncle Hugh and Teddy cooked fish when we were up in Canada a couple years ago. It was this Canadian special, and that is a very good sandwich. This is freaking delicious. Thank you guys for coming along. If you like this style of video, time out. If you like the catch and cooks, let me know in the comments down below and I'll make a couple other ones. I got all winter to be catching panfish. I feel like there's something in my beard. If there is, I'm sorry. But anyways, I spend the entire winter on the ice catching panfish and keeping fish, eating fish. I love it. And I'll do some more catch and cooks if you want to see them. I even bought, was it last year, year before, I bought a whole bunch of stuff for like on the water catch and cooks, and I haven't even used it yet. So I got a couple ideas, and I'll probably do maybe this fall some outdoor catch and cooks. Let me know if you want to see that. If you have not yet subscribed to Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors, where I teach you how to make amazing zesty fish sandwiches, go ahead and do that right now. Hit the thumbs up button, hit that bell so you get notified every time I put out a new video. Luke Reeser signing off. Always remember, you are never too fat to fish.